So I'm making this video. I don't know, just so I can rant, stream of consciousness, I guess. Ignore this on my head, right? I don't have a lot of hair. I just washed it, and I just wear this sometimes. Kind of having a bad night, right? And just want to make this video so I don't do other things. And no, I'm not talking about kill myself. That's the last thing on my mind, right? But I know I don't make YouTube videos that much anymore, and I never really got a lot of views. Like I don't like talking like I'm a YouTuber who, had a lot of views and was real popular, but I don't really make YouTube videos anymore because I stopped getting stuff out of them. Like I was kind of tired of spending like hours editing something and then only like my mom and like let me stop, my mom didn't even watch it. Maybe like two people, a friend and somebody else watched it, right? So I stopped because it was just too much time and not a lot of return. But I guess I'm just making this just because like to just talk and see if there's people out there who feel similar and see if I can find community because I haven't really been doing a good job at finding it in real life. So tonight's been a real hard night, right? And a lot's been going on in my life. Really a lot, but then not a lot, if that makes sense. This year, 2025, has been a big one for me. I turned 30 this year. And I had already had my midlife crisis at 28. And I was trying everything I could to prevent myself from being in the situation that I'm in now, right? And it's not really a situation, but it's more like a state, if that makes sense. Like I'm not starving. I do go to church. I have faith in God, even though it's mustard seed faith at the moment. And it's like I'm not necessarily wanting for anything. It's not like I'm poor. I don't make a lot of money, but it's not like I'm like dressing in bummy clothes and stuff or like starving for sustenance. If that makes sense. But I'm 30. I don't have a girlfriend or any kind of romantic prospects. Um, I started over in my career many times, but I started over in a career last year in book publishing, and I'm not making enough, like a lot at all. I don't have a lot of friends or a big support system, and I know a lot of people's support system comes from work. And in the past, mine did. Well, I work in book publishing, and more specifically, children's book publishing, which is all white women. So it's not really a lot of opportunities for me to connect with my coworkers there. So I'm kind of alone. Like I'm just alone a lot. And tonight, in a moment of weakness, I found myself like scrolling through ex friends that I used to have, their social medias, uh, ex girlfriends. I even texted one, not even to hook up with her, but just because like she's been coming to my mind, and I wanted to see how she was doing. Um, Not even off like a sneaky link thing. I mean, I think it was, yes, part of it had to do with loneliness, and then I think there was some genuine concern as well because I really did care for this person. I care for a lot of my exes, for all of them. I don't really have that many. I'm speaking like I was Casanova out here. I only had like three. But the past two, I feel like I really connected with, right? And I was really unfortunate and really sad when things didn't really work out. And I know one of them is in something very happy and that she's very happy with. But it just sucks that like I connected with these people and then like they're just no longer here and they moved on with their lives and stuff like that. Like I don't live with family. I'm not from the place I live in, so most of the time I am alone. It gets hard to I don't know, it's just tough. I'm not gonna try to. It's just tough. And I think where I'm at right now in my life, like even doing this, picking up the phone, like and filming this video that I don't even know what I'm saying. It took a lot to do. And I'm gonna have to make a new YouTube channel too because some people who I knew follow my old one. So if you're watching this, this is the first video on my new channel. So subscribe to the old one, Young Valley. Um, I would love your support on this one. I think in this channel, I want to use it to talk about God and how I feel, the loneliness, and other things, right? I don't know. I'm not really a good speaker, and I thought I was gonna come in here and say something stream of consciousness, but man, I think I'm just tired of the loneliness, and sometimes I don't think that I'm gonna get out of it, right? Sometimes I don't think that I'm gonna be Like I look on, I reactivated my social media just for today, and I only had one message from someone. One message from someone in the 2 months I was gone, um, to check up on me. And I know I wasn't always the best person to be around. I wasn't always the best friend. I found God, I found Jesus last year, and I think He healed my heart in ways that I would have never thought He would have. But it sucks that like there's still years of like me not being the best person to be around. Years of me being negative or gaslighty or just depressing, just narcissistic. And I gotta eat that, right? That's a part of it. And the other part of it is not being from the place I live, right? And friends moving on, me moving on from friends. And I'm starting to think like the life I've always wanted, the life I want with a family, with a good social circle, is that possible for me? I don't see it happening. I know people say you got to trust God on this, but it gets hard every day. Every day I'm getting older. Every day I see something about myself that makes me realize you're getting older. Like I'm really 30, 3 decades, right? And I don't have anything that a 30-year-old man should have. And it's not because I'm lazy, I haven't worked hard. I'm not gonna go through my work history, but I feel like I've worked really hard. But I don't know. It just feels like I'm too old to go back to school. Done that twice already. I don't know. It's not supposed to be like a crybaby whine video. I don't need sympathy if you don't if I don't think I want sympathy. I think I just wanna like see if there are others who feel like me. Because this shit is real. I live in the Bronx and it's raining right now. They got the storm coming through. And it's just like, man, I just feel so alone right now. Besides my mom and maybe one other person, I only have two people who really check in on me. Besides that, I'm alone. So I don't know. Like I feel stuck. It's like I don't trust myself to make the next step. So for the past year, I've been paralyzed with inaction, but it's been action as well. But the action has been so minimal and so like not where I want to go. At the same time, I don't know what I need to do. Like go to this school, go to this church, switch to this career. Like what do I do? Because I've done it before. I've restarted in the past 5 years. I probably restarted maybe 4 or 5 times. And people talk about how like it's okay to fail. It's okay to fail. Fail as many times as you need to, and that's true. But they don't talk about like what comes with that, if that makes sense. Like we always hear about the people who fail over and over and over again and they get their breakthrough. But we always hear about it after the breakthrough. But what about when they're in the midst of the string of failures, right? After someone's had 3 or 4 failures, how do you continue to pick yourself up? What do you trust? Who do you hold on to as a support? And if you don't have support, where do you go? At this point in my life, it's like, can I really afford to join some kind of club? Can I really afford to go back to school for another degree or another certificate for another program? Can I really afford to put myself out there in the dating market when I don't really have that much to offer a woman my age? I thank God for everything that's happened because I got saved December 7th of last year. And without everything that would have happened, I would have never got saved. But now it's like, God, I'm here and I'm ready to be ushered into whatever you have next for me. And sometimes it feels like that's never going to come. People talk about stuff like the male loneliness epidemic and how they don't know that it's real. People talk about the red pill. They talk about all these things. And it's like there are a lot of us that go through some of this stuff just because we have a lack of purpose. It's not because we're bad people. It's not because, we want to destroy women and this and that. but sometimes it can be a lack of purpose. I don't even know why I brought that up. I don't know what the is wrong with me. Just pray for me, y'all. If you're watching this, if you watch all the way till this part, just pray for me, cause I don't know what's going on. Like I don't want to look at my ex pictures anymore and be like, she moved on without me. Like she was so beautiful. She was the most beautiful woman I ever dated, and she found someone else to love her. Like, what did this person have that I didn't have, right? Was this person stronger, better looking, better job? That's not good to compare yourself, right? I try to believe that God has someone for me who will make me realize and be thankful that it didn't work with anyone else. But it's like in the meantime, what do I do with this loneliness? Like you go to church and people are like, "You're never alone. You don't have to do this walk alone." But it's like at times like this when I'm by myself in my room, I am alone. I might see you guys on Sunday. We can hug each other and kiss each other and stuff. But when I go to my room and it's 8 o'clock on a Sunday or 9 o'clock on a Sunday, whatever the time it is, I'm all I got. It's me. So it's like I really am alone, right? If you think about it, I really thought this video would be a lot more cohesive, but it's not. And I kind of want to end it, but this is kind of cathartic, you know? I think I'm just trying to grieve the loss of old friendships and old friends, old situations, living situations, job situations. You know, I used to work with dogs, and those that was some of the most when I look back on it, that was some of the most happiest times of my life. Besides 2018 and 2019 might have been the best years of my life, but close second is the time I spent working with dogs. Every day just coming into work and being able to enjoy their love. And I remember when I first started that job, I was interacting with different people, with people who didn't go to a 4-year college and were hoity-toity academics. I was interacting with actual New Yorkers for the first time. And that was an amazing experience. Like I found love from that job. It didn't last, but I had something for a little bit. I got to experience what it was to have a dog again. I got to talk to customers, speak with coworkers. Every day felt like an adventure. And then I left that to go to an office with all white women. Like what is life, man? All the different industries and types of jobs I worked, and for what? I live in New York. I think I said that. But they had Charlemagne the God's Mental Wealth Expo like 2 days ago at this point. No, it's Sunday today. So yesterday. He had it in New Jersey, and I went. And brothers were talking, and it was a great event. But one thing that was kind of sad about it, going to something like that, going to an event like that alone, just exacerbates the loneliness. Like when you go to crowded places by yourself. That's why I hate when people be like, date yourself. Because yes, date yourself, but at the same time, if you're struggling with loneliness and you go to a place where a lot of people are with other people, and you go by yourself like a concert or a crowded bar, maybe not a bar because a bar is more social, someplace like a concert or a convention or even a church service, that loneliness is going to hit like 10 times worse because you're going to look around and see just how many people have somebody to enjoy the experience with. You have no one. And it's like I understand I wasn't the best friend all the time, but I'm human and I'm learning. Just like people in my life weren't the best all the time. But it's like, damn, is this what I deserve? Like, why do I have to be alone all the time? Sometimes I think about giving up, but I'm not talking about killing myself. I just mean, to me, giving up is starting to look like doing the bare minimum and just leaving it out of my hands, just doing the bare minimum. And I remember I used to be so ambitious. I used to make all kind of videos and have all kind of dreams, and now I just want to do the bare minimum with everything, with grooming, with um reading, with working, with cleaning. And I don't want to live like that anymore. So I think I'm gonna use this video as a promise to myself to just keep going and not look back. Because what has that gotten me for real? Those exes, those ex friends. I just want to let it go right now. Dreams of who I thought I'd be, let it go. thoughts that people don't care about me, that nobody's checking for me, just let it go. It's okay. It's okay. Anyway, I hope that wasn't too depressing. I just want to know if anything of what I said relates to you and your lived experience. And if it does, please drop a comment or like or message me or something. Because I think I want to create a community of people who think like I do right now, maybe who want to get better, who want to talk about faith, like God, want to talk about things like fitness, want to talk about other things, right? I just want to build that community here. So let me know if that sounds like something you'd be down for.